Today I'm going to be canning beans. I've got pinto beans and black beans, and we're going to be canning both of those. So I'm going to start off by kind of pre-measuring my beans. I'm going to do half a cup in each of my pint-sized jars. So 1. Okay, so all I'm going to do is add some fresh water to these. I'm going to let them soak, and then I'm going to drain all the water off, make sure there's no rocks in here, and then I will start canning my beans. Okay, we're going to leave these beans to soak just for maybe a half an hour, and then we'll start canning our beans. Okay, it's time to can our beans. So we're going to start off with our pinto beans. So we are going to use a half a cup for each pint, and we're just going to put our beans, our washed beans, directly into our pint-sized jars. So for each jar of beans, we're going to put in a half a teaspoon of a non-iodized salt. I use a pink Himalayan sea salt, but if you prefer, kosher salt or real salt, it's completely up to you, as long as it's non-iodized. So we're going to put this salt in each one of these containers here. All right, and then we're going to take room temperature water, and we're just going to pour that water up to a half an inch. Actually, we're going to pour it up to an inch of the headspace, which is going to be right where the neck of the jar starts to go up. So we're just going to pour this right up here. Super easy. Now, all beans have to be pressure canned. That's just the way it goes. You cannot water bath beans. You have to pressure can them. So you're going to process pints in a pressure canner at 10 pounds of pressure. Now, that's the pressure for my area. For 75 minutes. If I do quarts, it's going to be 90 minutes, but everything I have today is going to be pints. All right, the next thing we're going to do is just give each of these a little stir. We want to make sure if there's any air bubbles in there that we get them to the surface. Now, I love to use the pressure cooker to cook up a batch of beans if you're making, a big meal that needs a lot of beans, but this is really the way to go. If you're just using a can of beans here and there, you have them with this. This is a great way to make the best use of your products. All I'm gonna do is just wipe the rims of the jars, make sure no salt got on them. Now, we're going to go ahead and put our lids on. And one of the great little tricks my grandma taught me a long time ago. Are you enjoying this video today? If so, will you give me a like or a thumbs up, or share this video with someone you think might be enjoying it as well? I'm going to try to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And at the end of the year, if I hit my 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a brand new Presto canner to one lucky subscriber. So if you're interested in, being part of that drawing, please subscribe today. Send me an email to homesteadpatch63@gmail.com. And I will go ahead and put you in the drawing. And if I can hit 10,000 subscribers, we all win. Is how to store my lids. And I just use a simple little hanger. I just cut the top of it, and I can take my lids off and on whenever I need it. And I just store them in my closet out of the way so nobody can see them. I used to, a long time ago when I was really young and first started canning, I used to keep these like in bags, and oh my gosh, I had jar lids all over my house, and my grandma was like, what the heck are you doing? And I'm going to put these in my pressure canner, and I'll show you the next step. So I've got my lid on my pressure canner. I'm just going to turn that on, and wait for that to start having some steam come out the vent. I need that to vent for 15 minutes. And then as soon as we're done with that, we're gonna go ahead and put a weight on it and start timing it. Well, actually we'll start timing it when it gets up to 10 pounds of pressure. Now this is the way that my grandma showed me how to can beans. It's a dry method and it keeps the beans a little bit more texture to them than turning more mushy. But if you're following Ball or the National Center for Home Preserving, they actually suggest that you boil the beans first, that you soak them. So this is something you need to look into, investigate, research, and make a decision yourself. Like I said, I've been doing it this way for 50 years. And my grandmother did it for 50 years before me. So I'm comfortable doing it this way, but you check out your standards of how you want to do it and make that decision for yourself. The 75-minute timer just went off, so our beans are ready and we're going to take them out of the pressure canner. So these are my beans. They're actually boiling in the jars. I'll show you as soon as I get them out. So all 14 jars of beans look really good. I've got black beans and pinto beans. I think here you can see they're actually boiling in the jars. So these will continue to seal over the next, probably the next hour. Most of them have already sealed, but this is how you dry can beans. Thanks for watching today. If you're not a subscriber, can you please subscribe to my channel? Give me a like, a thumbs up, or ring the bell for future notifications, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.